If a TSA agent asks to search your phone at the airport, you can legally say no. But there's another group of agents who can force you to unlock it, search your photos, and even copy your data, and 90% of travelers have no idea. This isn't some conspiracy theory, it's happening right now at US airports, and what you don't know could cost you hours of detention or worse. The truth about who can search your phone will shock you. 3 things you must know to protect yourself are coming up. But first, here's what happened to Sarah from Denver. She thought she knew her rights. She was wrong. Sarah breezed through TSA at Denver International. No problems. Her phone stayed safely in her pocket. But when she returned from her European vacation, everything changed. At customs, a different uniformed agent pulled her aside. "We need to see your phone," they said. Sarah knew TSA couldn't search phones, so she refused. The agent's response chilled her. "You can unlock it now or we keep it for months and you might miss your connecting flight." Sarah had 90 minutes to make her connection home. What would you do? Here's the twist that catches thousands of travelers off guard. TSA agents cannot search your phone. They have zero legal authority to look at your photos, messages, or apps. But US Customs and Border Protection agents? They absolutely can. And here's the kicker. You encounter CBP agents at every international arrival, not just at the Mexican or Canadian border. That includes returning from any overseas trip. After researching hundreds of cases and analyzing official CBP data from 2024, the reality is more shocking than most travelers realize. Last year alone, CBP searched over 47,000 devices. That's 129 phones, tablets, and laptops every single day. The confusion between TSA and CBP authority has left travelers vulnerable. Today, that confusion ends. Let's be crystal clear about TSA. Their job? Physical security. They check for weapons, explosives, and prohibited items. Your phone? Off limits. TSA can ask you to turn on your phone to prove it's real. They can swab it for explosive residue. But accessing your data? Looking at your photos? Reading your messages? Absolutely not. A TSA spokesperson has made this abundantly clear in official statements. TSA does not search electronic devices for electronic content. If TSA ever asks to look through your phone, the answer is simple. No thank you. They cannot deny you boarding for refusing. They cannot detain you. They have no legal authority over your digital content. In 2024, a traveler at Orlando International Airport reported that during a random check, TSA swabbed their phone for explosive residue. The entire process took less than 2 minutes. No data was accessed, no passwords were requested. This is the extent of TSA's phone-related authority. But here's what happens next, and this is where things get complicated. Customs and Border Protection operates under completely different rules. At any U.S. port of entry, airports, seaports, land crossings, CBP has what's called Border Search Authority. This means they can search your phone without a warrant, without probable cause, without any suspicion at all. Photos, messages, social media, emails, everything is fair game. The legal basis for this comes from the Border Search exception to the Fourth Amendment. There are 2 types of searches CBP conducts. Basic searches happen on the spot. Agents manually scroll through your device, looking at whatever catches their attention. Advanced searches are far more invasive. With supervisor approval and reasonable suspicion, agents connect your phone to forensic equipment. They can extract deleted files. In 2024, 90% were basic searches, but that still means 4,700 devices had their entire contents copied and analyzed. The scope of what they look for is staggering. CBP agents search for evidence of crimes, visa violations, customs violations, and even information that might indicate future illegal activity. They've detained people over political social media posts, work emails containing certain keywords, and even satirical memes that agents didn't understand. If this information is protecting your privacy, hit that subscribe button right now. Knowledge is power, especially when traveling. The stories are getting more frequent and more alarming. Story 1. A businessman returning to JFK from London had his phone searched for 2 hours. CBP found work emails containing the word pipeline, completely innocent energy sector communications. He nearly missed his connection while explaining his legitimate business. Story 2. A mother returning from visiting family in Mexico had every photo on her phone examined. Family pictures, personal moments, all scrutinized by strangers. She described feeling violated but had no recourse. The search lasted 45 minutes while her children waited anxiously outside the inspection area. Story 3. Most shocking of all, in early 2025, Lebanese physician Dr. Rasha Alawieh arrived at Boston Logan Airport. CBP found photos on her phone they deemed problematic. Her visa was revoked on the spot. She was deported that same day. Her medical career in the US ended by images on her personal device. These aren't isolated incidents. They're happening every single day. Your rights during a CBP search depend entirely on your immigration status, US citizens. You cannot be denied entry to the United States. You can refuse to provide passwords or unlock your devices. However, CBP can and will confiscate your devices for further inspection. You might not see your phone or laptop again for weeks or even months. Green card holders. Technically, you have the same rights as citizens to refuse. But there's a massive catch. CBP can use your refusal as evidence that you might be inadmissible to the US. They can initiate removal proceedings. Visa holders. You have the least protection. Refusing to unlock your device can result in immediate visa revocation and deportation. Here's exactly how to protect yourself. First, know the difference. TSA wears blue shirts with TSA badges. CBP wears blue uniforms with CBP patches. Location matters too. Second, prepare your phone before international travel. Back up everything to the cloud before you leave. Log out of sensitive apps, especially banking, social media, and email. Consider using a travel phone with minimal data. Delete sensitive photos, messages, or documents before traveling. Turn off biometric unlocking before reaching customs. Use a strong alphanumeric password instead. Third, know the magic phrases that protect you. With TSA, I do not consent to a search of my device. I'm happy to turn it on to show it's functional. With CBP as a citizen, I'm invoking my right to remain silent. I do not consent to a search of my device. Always remain calm and polite. Aggression or rudeness only escalates the situation. Fourth, document everything. If your device is searched or confiscated, ask for a receipt. Get badge numbers and names. Take notes immediately after the encounter. Fifth, consider your data hygiene year-round. Use encrypted messaging apps for sensitive conversations. Regularly delete old messages and photos. Be mindful of what you post on social media, even in private groups. CBP has been known to ask travelers to log into social media accounts during inspections. Have you ever had your phone searched at an airport? Drop a comment below. Your experience could help other travelers know what to expect. The landscape is changing rapidly in 2025. New administration policies have emboldened CBP agents. Biometric technology is adding another layer of complexity. Facial recognition systems at airports. The rise of AI-powered analysis tools means CBP can process device data faster than ever. International cooperation is expanding too. CBP shares information with border agencies in other countries. Legal challenges are ongoing, but progress is slow. Civil liberties organizations have filed multiple lawsuits. Now you know something 90% of travelers don't. TSA can't touch your phone's data, but CBP absolutely can. You know when it happens, where it happens, and how to protect yourself. But knowledge is just the first step. Preparation is what keeps you safe. Before your next international trip, take the time to secure your devices. The hour you spend preparing could save you from hours of detention or worse. But there are 14 other airport mistakes that can ruin your trip even faster, including one that got a traveler detained for 6 hours. That video is on your screen right now. Remember, in an age where our entire lives exist on our phones, protecting your device means protecting yourself. Stay informed, stay prepared, and most importantly, know your rights. Safe travels, and remember, knowledge is your best protection at any airport.